Wife started a new job and got brainwashed by her colleagues into thinking the miserable single life was the way to go. She served me with a protection order and proof that I was cheating. So I told her sayonara, because she just ruined her own life by doing this to herself. He'd paid off her friend at the time and tried to explain to my wife that she couldn't just take money from people, but she turned it around on him and told him that if he'd been a little less stingy, then she wouldn't have had to borrow money at all. Since then, money has been a point of contention between them. And what she was trying to do with a divorce was obviously a very blatant attempt at taking over all our collective wealth, including our home. She'd even admitted that to him when he'd called her to confront her about it, and she told him to stay out of this because she was going to walk away with all the money and the house and the divorce because she couldn't carry around the weight of a deadweight husband anymore. I'm not joking. She said that about me, which is so funny because if anything, she's the one who's a deadweight burden. I thanked her father for telling me the truth, even though it's been ridiculous that he'd kept things like this from me for so long. Then I texted my wife back saying I was glad that she decided to file for divorce and that now she could live her single dream with her loser colleagues, and then blocked her. After all, she'd been the one who not only tried to divorce me and take over all our hard-earned money, but even tried to frame me as a threat to her just to make the divorce settlement and alimony easier to claim. In case anyone is still wondering how I'm so sure of why she did what she did, I just remind you guys that I was with her for close to a decade and I know how her mind works. I also know how her colleagues were toxic as hell and she's quite easily influenced. And the signs were always there, but I chose to ignore them. I'm just glad that at least my father-in-law came to his senses and finally told me the truth about his daughter, even though the realization happened a tad bit too late. But it happened nevertheless, and I was grateful for it because in a way he did save me. Unfortunately, it didn't end there. And I think that's why I'm here for a fresh perspective right now. Because after I blocked her, she still tried various ways to talk to me, including fake profiles and even using our common friends to get through to me. But I shut it all down and made sure everyone knew that I wasn't willing to communicate with her at all. So they were better off not trying to get to me at all. I was in talks with my lawyer already and we were about to file for a divorce, but then out of nowhere, my wife decided that she was going to come back home. Now, don't ask me why she didn't do that earlier because that's something I don't have the answer to. But a day before yesterday, she came back home and told me that I could still file for divorce if I wanted to. But first, I had to fix a relationship with her father and make sure he doesn't change his will, and also let her stay in my house until she's able to find accommodation for herself. It was ridiculous that she even expected that of me. And I instantly said no and told her to leave the premises or I'd call the police. But she remained rooted to the spot and went on arguing with me. She accused me of being selfish and said that I should forgive her because it was all just a mistake and that she'd been carried away by her friends at work. I told her that I might have forgiven her if she'd done something inconsequential, but this was not something petty and harmless, and to even expect that she could just show up and all would be forgiven was very stupid of her. I told her to leave once more, but she refused yet again and told me that the least I could do was talk to her dad and make him forgive her so she'd at least have a place to live. The sheer audacity to ask me to fix her relationship with her father when she's the one who messed up so badly is what got to me. And here's where I might have screwed up a little. In the heat of the moment, I turned around and told her that she was nothing more than a gold digger. And even her father agreed, which is why he helped me instead of her. I even told her that her dad was right to cut ties with her because nobody deserved to have a nasty, immoral B-word of a daughter